Hello, welcome back everyone. So in the last video, we did about the various developmental disturbances of teeth like fusion, gemination, dilaceration, concrescence. Continuing with the video, we will be now studying about enamel pearl. So in the figure you can see there is a pearl kind of structure at the bifurcation junction. So this is what enamel pearl looks like. It is basically a hemisphere structure and it contains enamel pulp and dentine. It is kind of radio-opaque nodules, can lead to plaque retention definitely if it is there, and if gingival recession is there, then plaque can easily get accumulated in this area. It is usually found at the bifurcation of the molars, and there is loss of pedial attachment which can be seen. It is not that common anomaly, it is a kind of uncommon anomaly. Moving to the next one, that is the dens invaginatus, also said to be the dens indentae. It is a condition is seen due to invasion of the surface of the crown before calcification has occurred. What does this mean? As you can see in the figure itself, that there is invasion of the surface of the crown region, and you see like there is teeth in teeth. Do you feel like that? That there is a small teeth inside the hole of the teeth, and so it is said to be the dens indentae, which means teeth inside teeth. So it is a condition in which the calcification of the crown has not occurred and invasion has occurred before that. It is most commonly seen in the maxillary lateral incisors. Gives tooth within tooth appearance. As you can see, it feels like there is a small tooth inside the big tooth, and there is accumulation of the food debris which can lead to caries because this is a exposed area. You see this small tooth inside structure, or this dens invaginatus is a kind of structure which is being exposed. So it is very easy for the food debris to get lodged in this particular area. Moving to the next anomaly, that is dens invaginatus. In dens invaginatus, it is basically a condition where there is a accessory cusp or a globule of enamels. You see in this structure, this particular one which I have marked. So this is a kind of structure which is seen. It feels like there is any globule or maybe a accessory cusp of enamel. It is very much in contrast to the tooth itself, and it is usually found on the occlusal surfaces between the lingual and the buccal surface of the molar. So this is the buccal surface, this is the lingual surface, and it is found in between of it. So this is what you say with dens invaginatus. Coming to the next one, this is not very common but is very usually talked about. So this is Leong's premolar. So in Leong's premolar, it is basically in the figure also you can see a very tapered or very tooth structure is projected proportion of tooth is there, and this is a very fragile structure. Okay, so some premolars have projected portions of the tooth structures like this on the tooth, which is fragile and is known as Leong's premolar. So all this which we discussed till now was on the basis of the shape, and now we will be talking about on the basis of the number. Now when you talk on the basis of the number, then the first one we are going to deal about is the anodontia. Anodontia is a congenital condition in which there is absence of any kind of tooth in the oral cavity. Fine, this is a condition when there is no teeth in the oral cavity, and this is known as anodontia. The next we have is hypodontia. Hypodontia is a condition in which there are only 30% of the tooth structures in the mouth. It can be because of any kind of trauma, it can be because of any kind of medication, or maybe there is lack of dental lamina that can lead to this condition. Usually this is seen in Down syndrome and the Turner syndrome. These are the common conditions, or you can say disorders, in which you see hypodontia. The next one we have is hyperdontia. Now hyperdontia, as the name hyper indicates, there is more than normal teeth in the mouth. The normal set which we have is 32. So when there is more than 32 teeth in the mouth, that is said to be hyperdontia. Hyper means more, dontia means teeth. So now in hyperdontia we have 4 subtypes: the mesodens, tuberculate, supplemental, and odontome. So now you know what is hyperdontia. When there are more than normal teeth, we will be talking about the first subtype, that is the mesodens. So mesodens is basically a condition when you see the in between of your two central incisors there is a small peg-shaped pointed conical teeth, and that is said to be a mesodens. So mesodens are basically small peg-shaped tooth structures which are conical and are usually present between the two central incisors and especially in the maxilla region. Coming to the next one, that is tuberculate. Tuberculate is basically when the tooth produces more than one cusp or tuberculate. So you see, generally our central incisors do not have a cusp, they just have an incisor edge. But here in this condition you can see there are tooth structures here which are having more than one cusp or maybe more than one tubercle. Now they are usually barrel shaped. This is what a barrel looks like, and here in this picture also you can see the tooth which is present between the central incisor is kind of barrel shaped. So what you need to know about the tuberculate is it has more than one cusp present between the central incisors generally and is barrel shaped. The next one we have is the supplemental teeth. Supplemental teeth, the name itself is telling you supplement, extra, okay. So whenever you have extra tooth structure or duplication of the teeth in the normal series, then it is said to be a supplemental teeth. Now supplemental teeth has got a characteristic feature. It is very rarely going to be on a single side. Usually, commonly when we see supplemental teeth, they are being located on both the sides of the edges, on the right side of the arch and on the left side of the arch. They are present on both the arch. They are duplicated on both the sides. Now the most common tooth which can be duplicated or can be termed as a supplemental teeth is your lateral incisor. Lateral incisors are the ones which are more commonly found to be duplicated than any other tooth structure. The last one we have it odontome. Now odontome is not very universally accepted condition. It refers to basically a tumor of odontogenic origin. So in this condition you see that there is a whole lump of tooth structure which can be seen. So this kind of condition can be said as odontome. In future this can turn to be very dangerous condition and get converted into tumor with odontogenic origin. So this condition is not favorable. Now these were the 4 types of extra supplemental extra teeth which you say, or hyperdontia. So in hyperdontia you have 4 conditions, and these were the 4 types of hyperdontia teeth which I told you. So this was all about the tooth structure anomaly. Now here, going with a small revision, what all we did was, we did on the basis of size, we have microdontia and macrodontia. Then on the basis of the shape, we have different things like gemination, fusion, concrescence, dilaceration, taurodontism, talens cusp, all these things which we discussed. And last but not the least, we have it on the basis of the number, in which we first studied about the anodontia, the hypodontia and the hyperdontia. If you like the video, please like and share and subscribe to the channel, and also tell me in the comment section if you need any particular video on any topic. Thank you.